It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the afternoon edition for Wednesday, the 11th of January. The warming trend continues. Get set for some low 70s in coming days, and the prospects of rain relatively small until sometime toward the middle part of next week. And when does cold air come back? Here we go. Water vapor satellite view this afternoon. A zonal flow here. Very cold air entering the northern states with a vortex over Canada. Got a little light rain, a few sprinkles in scattered spots today, but not very much. And yes, indeed, we are warmer. Look at Tuscaloosa surging to 74. Cooler in northeast Alabama, Fort Payne at 59, but a pretty good chance that most locations will see highs at or over 70 tomorrow afternoon if you didn't get there today. That's an amazing thermal contrast around the nation. Brutally cold air over the nation's heartland and a very tight gradient across the central states. But the warm air wins the battle here. We're going to stay mild on through early next week. On the watch warning map, wind advisories for areas west of the state. Winter storm watches coming up for parts of Oklahoma, Missouri in advance of what could be a messy icing situation for them late this week and early in the weekend. And more winter weather issues in the mountains of California. Flash flood issues there as well. Here's the convective outlook for the rest of today and tonight. Some thunder possible well to the west and north. And the rain for the next 7 days, valid through Wednesday evening of next week. About 1 inch here, and most of that's going to be next Wednesday. The bigger rains to the west, parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, up into Tennessee. In fact, 4.7 inches, the bullseye north of Jackson, Tennessee. And this is nasty. This is the chance of freezing rain as the weekend begins, Friday night and Saturday. And you can see a chance of freezing rain all the way from Amarillo, Texas to Washington, D.C. All right, model fans, here we go. The GFS, this is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at noon. Upper high, a 588 upper high, developing just south of us. That's going to keep us pretty much warm and dry. Big trough over the northern states, one over California, down below that. Could there be a touch of light rain somewhere? Yes, mainly over the Tennessee Valley, most of the state dry. And again, we'll expect a high in the low 70s tomorrow. How about that? Same thing Friday, maybe a shower for the Tennessee Valley, the rest of the state dry. A mix of sun and clouds, low 70s likely. Saturday as the weekend begins, warm and dry. The GFS showing 74 for Birmingham. That's getting up there toward record territory. And again, the messy weather to the west and on the northern flank of all that rain, that could be some freezing rain for parts of the heartland. No change on Sunday. We're warm and dry. Messy icing possible for parts of Kansas and Missouri. Monday, system begins to lift out of the southwest, a surface low near Kansas City. Rain to the west, and we're still very mild and dry on Monday. And then Tuesday, the rain gets closer. And then Wednesday, you can see the shortwave trough west of the state. And finally, we go wet. And that looks like a pretty rainy day if this verifies on Wednesday of next week. This is the end of the forecast period, Saturday, the 21st. That's a very deep cold trough over the western states, beating down the ridge. And down below that, the Gulf of Mexico is wide open. That still looks very mild and breezy, and maybe some showers there, but you get the idea. Once that trough passes through, things could turn noticeably colder. That is reflected in the CFS. This is for the period January 26th through January 31st. Temperatures go way below average down here if this verifies. And again, you can see out there toward that time frame, you can see highs beginning to slope down in the 50s and lows back in the 30s. So winter's young. It's going to turn cold again, but in the short term, we will certainly be very, very mild. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or on television, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.